We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Nationals and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Hyunjin Ryu, a Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Welsh. He's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball. Does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Puig's got a read on it. One down. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Line to the right side, and Kendrick has a base hit.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
In now for Washington, Bryce Harper. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu, batting at an even .400. Throws it on strike three for the final out of the inning. One left for Washington, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Steven Strasburg gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Steven Strasburg has been good since he put on a uniform. The pride and joy of San Diego State University. The closest thing we've seen to Nolan Ryan. Mid to upper 90s fastball. Great changeup, great curveball, and great slider. Very, very rarely use four-pitch mix that's as good as Steven Strasburg's.
In now, Chris Taylor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Really good at-bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. Hit to third. Scooped up on the backhand. And that's out number 1. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. Last season, he won the National League Rookie of the Year, and I'll tell you what, he was so impressive, particularly down the stretch. He never got fatigued, and he continued to produce from April till October. What a year he put together.
Next for the Dodgers, Corey Seager. The 3-2 pitch. Now Corey with a swing and a deep drive to right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The next 3-2. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's 1 for 5. The 1-1 is a low changeup that's laid off. Strasburg is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. There's a swing and a high deep. It bends just foul into the second deck. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble. Coming to the plate now, Jock Peterson. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The 3-0 pitch. 3-0 fastball's in for a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This is the cat and mouse of today's game. 3-1 almost definitely bought you that fastball, and he took it. Interested to see if this pitcher goes to that well again. Fear of bases being loaded, or he's willing to break something off.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Grandal at third, Bellinger on second, Peterson at first, 1 gone. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Right fielder,
Next up for Los Angeles, Yasiel Puig. And the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. Looking to minimize the damage here. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through into left, a base hit. 1 run is scored. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Standing in now, Max Mund. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on just 1 hit in the inning. No errors and a couple of men left. On to the second now at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Nationals nothing. Leading off the inning, Moses Sierra, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
Digging in the switch hitter, Matt Wieters. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Puig on the run, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 7. Center fielder number
And now for Washington, Michael Taylor. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Hyunjin Ryu. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that one just missed outside.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Michael Taylor. The ability, again, to play center field, both corners, to go get the balls in both gaps and have a strong arm.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1 out, nobody on. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a neck high fastball that time. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look at that, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Ripped down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And here now is Wilmer Defoe as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. To 2-2 now. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Puig is over. 1 out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 37, Steven Strasburg.
Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Steven Strasburg. One and one, here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Stepping in now, Trey Turner. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially.
The 1-2 pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Scooped up. A flip will go to Taylor at second for the force, and the inning is over. Nationals leave 1. Still down 3-0. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Yasmani Grandal. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Defoe will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
35.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1, and it's fouled away. Bases are empty. 1 man out. 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Looking up is Taylor. Gone! It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger as the Dodgers have increased their lead now 4-0.
Well, before that homer, he was on autopilot, retiring 5 hitters in a row. Just goes to show you one lapse, one bad location, and all of a sudden you're licking your wounds a bit.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jock Peterson. 1 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready with the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. And 2 now. More trouble waiting on deck in the person of Matt Kemp. Inside with the curveball. Bit too much break, and it's ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2. The 2-2. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Hard hit ball to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Ready for another chance? Yasiel Puig. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. Strasburg on 1-1. Now both runners on the move. Popped him up, but this will land untouched. The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. Max Mund, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Payoff pitch on its way. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Sierra is there. 2 gone. Next up for Los Angeles, Max Mund. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Three and one.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Strasburg comes set. 3-1 pitch on its way. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. It's fouled off. The next 3-2. And he misses again, as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
Count even at 2-2. Peterson, the runner at third. Kemp at second. Mund at first. 2 out in the inning. And the 32nd pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that will retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Striding in once again, Bryce Harper 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 3-2 pitch is a called third strike right on the inside corner. Striding in now for the Nats, Ryan Zimmerman 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals.
Nope.
2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Line to the right side, and Zimmerman has a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
In now, Moses Sierra, and the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
A high fastball is in there.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Into the box, Matt Wieters. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So digging in now, Michael Taylor. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Nats leave a pair. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Taylor. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Here now the 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Defoe comes up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
Digging in once again, Corey Seager. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And he fouls this one off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here. 2 away.
The catcher, number 9.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandon. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Two-strike pitch from Strasburg. And it's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Dodgers down in order. They lead it 4-0. And here now is Wilmer Defoe. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Popped up. Bellinger waits on it. 1 down. Anthony Rendon will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Anthony Rendon.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Grounded back up the middle. Taylor's got it. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
The batter, number 7.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Popped him up. Bellinger on the move, and that retires the side. Nationals gone in order. They trail here 4-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Washington, number 33.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Hey, and in that last at-bat, he took this one to straightaway center field, the deepest part of the ballpark. So this guy can hit a breaking ball a long way.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Bellinger connects as this is deep to right. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game. And with it, the Dodgers have opened it up to a 5-0 lead. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Into the box now, Jock Peterson lays off that time, and it's 1-2. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Strasburg hasn't had his best stuff today.
All right, Dan, you look at this game, the finesse guy has been on. Nothing over the heart of the plate, really keeping these guys in the proverbial rocking chair, where the power guy's missing over the heart.
You know, it's hard to believe because sometimes you look at this guy that's throwing in the upper 90s, big power stuff, having a tough time getting through the lineup, and then you have a soft tosser guy moving the ball up, down, in and out. More than one way to get through a lineup, and the guy that's the finesse guy, he is really making it work in this one.
Ready for another shot now, Matt Kemp. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. The 1-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kendrick's got it. Throw on to first takes care of Kemp as he's turned away for the second out.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Ready once again, Yasiel Puig. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight, and the lead is now 5-0. Here's Howie Kendrick, and at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Line toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
The 3-2 pitch. Hot shot to third. To his left, Munn pulls the first baseman off the bag. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Line, but speared on a hop. There's one over to first, and Zimmerman is set down as well. It's a double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Stepping in now, Moses Sierra. Pulled softly out toward right. And that'll land between everybody. Base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it a 5-1 contest.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
The 1-2. Line toward right center. And Wieters has himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Line to the right side. Sierra is on his way home. A tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Dodgers out in front, 5-1. Stepping up to the plate, Max Munn. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now the payoff pitch home. And another foul ball. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Taylor, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot that time for Kike Hernandez, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
In now, Chris Taylor. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Corey Seager waits on deck. This is line to left. And the Dodgers bats just keep going as this is extra bases as well. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Yeah, first a home run and then a triple. And if the pattern holds, the next hitter will rope a double to bring another run home here. We shall see.
Standing in now, Corey Seager. Missed with a slider.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Hard hit to first. Backhanded. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out. But meanwhile, the run is in to score.
Catcher, number 9.
Next for the Dodgers, Yasmani Grandal. He went down on strikes last time up. The 3-1 pitch. And a sinker too far in here. He lost him on ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Set and the 2-1 pitch hit in the air down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 hit out towards second, gloved by Kendrick. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Another good inning here for the Dodgers. Hey, not everybody leaves early. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 62.
Ready once again, Wilmer Difo. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. Matt Adams will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Matt Adams.
Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting,
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 7-1. Sammy Solis comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here's Jock Peterson now. He was a ground out victim last time up. Shoots this one over to first. Zimmerman has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, left fielder.
1 gone now in the LA 7th, and stepping forth is the left fielder Matt Kemp. 7 runs, just 6 hits, 1 error in the ball game for the Dodgers to this point. Tapped out in front of home. And there's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 66.
And now is Yasiel Puig. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a ball down. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Here's another 2-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. The 2-2 one more time. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're on top 7-1. Here's Howie Kendrick, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. High in the air out to center field. Peterson patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. There's a look at the inning by inning recap. 7-1 our score as we play the 8th inning of this one. Here's Bryce Harper now. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
You know what they say, Dan? The way to get to the big leagues from an offensive standpoint, you better be able to hit that fastball. And this power pitcher missed over the heart of the plate consistently. On the flip side, the finesse guy was on point.
You know, this was like watching one of those days when Tommy John used to have that real good sinker ball. A guy like Frank Tanana. You don't have to throw 95 to 100 to get big league hitters out. As we saw in this one here, if you can finesse and move the ball in and out, you can win at the big league level.
He throws him on the fastball there. Bryce Harper goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Here now the 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They're down 7-1. Ready for another shot now. Max Mund been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Here now the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Kyle Farmer will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 17, Kyle Farmer.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Now a flare out to left center. Sierra is after it. He can't get to it. This one's down. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Taylor. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3. The 3-1 hit hard up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Well, this guy makes a living on hitting fastballs. Fall behind in the count, and you'll make you pay.
Yeah, Dan, you drive to the ballpark every night praying to get in 1 3-1 count so your eyes can light up and you can guaranteed fastball let it eat.
Into the box, Corey Seager. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Swing hard liner to left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing him softly, station to station with those knocks.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. The 1-2. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Kendrick on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Back in the entertainment capital of the world with baseball on MLB Network. Thanks for joining us as we're all set for what remains in this one. Ross Stripling comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Ready for another chance? Moses Sierra starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Lifted in the air to center field. Peterson has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, Catherine.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Wieters. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. One out, nobody on. And even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher.
And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose.
In 2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Michael Taylor. Line towards center field. Peterson is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
8-1 is the final tonight. Los Angeles hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Hyunjin Ryu earns the victory on the mound. Steven Strasburg was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Nationals, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Hyunjin Ryu. The loss goes to Steven Strasburg. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.